What is up, everybody? Me and Locke are back immediately right after we were just live. We said, listen, we got to break this down. We got to talk about this card together. We're going to run through the fights. And then at the end, we're going to do something special. We're going to do a rewatch of the controversial rounds with live scoring breakdown. And then we'll give the pick. Of course, if you're watching this on replay, I'm having timestamps linked up in there. You're not going to have to sit through and hearing us commentate every moment if you don't want to see it. But smash that like button. Let's get that algorithm pumping. Subscribe to the channel. I got Locke's channel, so make sure after you watch this, you give him a subscribe if you haven't already. The man's doing great work out here. And let's jump into this card, guys. We appreciate you tuning into this first ever live post-fight show between me and Locke. Figured might as well keep the fucking momentum going. We had a great time doing the live. Let's keep flowing with this shit, man. So let's get right into first fight of the night, and then we'll go to the other action that came up. Technically speaking, it was supposed to be Wells and Diamond, but they changed the order. So let me get the official order. William Knight, Maxim Grishin. Locke, this fight I was let down by William Knight. Big time let down. I was disappointed as fuck. I really expected Knight to land the big power shots. He kind of got controlled from range by the kickboxer. And then, boom, unanimous decision, dropped once. What do you think about this fight, Locke?
That's the exact fight that Grishin needed to win, man. That's how you fight William Knight, man. I don't think William Knight is a great minute winner. Honestly, I think he relies a lot on his power to get the knockout, as we saw obviously in the Fabio Cherant fight. He was losing that fight up until he finally got uncorked that check left hook. Same thing here, man. If he can't get a knockout, very rarely can he get William Knight winning a decision. And I know he won that decision against Alonzo Menafield last time around, but I thought that was a sketchy decision. Good work by Grishin. I'm pissed I didn't bet him myself. I thought he was in a great betting range as well, around that minus 140, minus 160 range. But Grishin did work, man. Hats off to him.
Yeah, he controlled from range well. Got good work in the clinch. Deserving decision. Not going to be jumping up and down at the bit to say sign up for a Max Grishin main event or anything crazy. But he looked good. And then William Knight on the opposite side. I mean, low output. Seemed like he took the fight on short notice, which he did. It was evident. Disappointing loss, man, because I'll be 100% honest. I think the hype was starting to move in his favor, and then he just really shit the bed on this one, man.
It was there, but it's a lot of it is just based on his physique, right? That's what people are most jacked about, is the fact that he's so jacked. That's what I think people are most excited about. And yeah, he can produce highlight reel knockouts at times, but I think his game is tremendously limited. And Grishin's just been around the game for way too long to fall to a guy like William Knight in this spot. So seemed like a no-brainer play post fight. Hindsight is always 2020, but yeah, again, not the most entertaining fight, but that's how Grishin needed to fight to be able to get success there.
Yeah, and he did it. Good first fight. It started us off with an L on my end, man. Who'd you pick officially here?
I had Grishin there. Grishin
was
you
genius.
Hey, I don't like to take credit for it if I didn't bet on it, right? I picked it. I didn't bet on it, so
that's facts. Hey, we're gonna keep running up the card. We'll try to get a little bit of the live chat flowing as well as best we can, but we're not gonna go too nuts with it because we got a lot of shit to talk about with this card. Me and Locke have a lot to say here, man, because there's tons of fights. This was a stacked card. Wells versus Blood Diamond. Blood Diamond really shit the bed in this one, in my opinion. This to be very, very, very fronty. What would the word be, bro? What was that? Be very rough up front? To be very upfront, very abrasive. Blunt. That's the word. That's the word I'm looking for. To be very blunt, Blood Diamond shit the bed. To be very fucking blunt. Let's be honest here, man. Blood Diamond striking is off the charts, but you knew if he gets a guy that fights MMA on a regular basis that takes him down, he's in trouble. And what did we see? Trouble. Win clearly on the side of Wells. Chokes him out in that first round. Puts him unconscious. I respect Diamond for not tapping. What do you think, Locke?
Whoever his manager is needs to get fired, bro. Like that's not a good stylistic matchup right off the bat. 3-0 guy with the kickboxing background, and you're gonna put him up against a Renzo Gracie black belt. Not a good look at all. And I know some people are saying he took it on short notice just to stay on the card with Izzy, but even the original opponent that he was supposed to fight, Ryan Kosi, another guy, grapple heavy, was going to be able to take Diamond to the ground and probably punish him there as well. Give Diamond a striker. Like, the guy is a good striker. Let's give him an opportunity to show off that striking. But this was not a good stylistic matchup, and the odds obviously reflected that, right? Jeremiah was roughly around minus 230, comes through as the big favorite, and deservedly so. It looks like it was like Diamond was going to get out of that first round. You know, I think it happened with like 30 or 40 seconds left in that round. But if he was able to get out of there, things could have gotten hairy for Jeremiah Wells in that second round. But Wells was finally able to lock that submission up, and credit to him.
Yeah, credit to him, man. Good win for Wells. Did what he was supposed to against a kickboxer. Diamond was not UFC ready for the grappling, at least not Jeremiah Wells ready. That was way too much of a jump. Like, Wells is a prospect. He just knocked out Warley Alves. Are we legitimately, people were like, no, Diamond's going to win. A lot of people were like, no, I'm on Diamond. I was like, damn, I'm not sure, man. I feel like you can't trust a guy that doesn't have the experience. I don't care if he trains with the greatest of all time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they tried doing it with a couple guys in the past, right? Remember, Anderson Silva brought in fucking Marcos Mariano, whatever that guy's name was. Martin Sano brought in by Nick Diaz. Like, there's a lot of these guys that just get co-signed and they're just not ready for the big show. And again, stylistically, nightmare for Diamond in this fight. Hopefully he gets a striker next time out.
Yeah, hopefully so. Hopefully. I think they're already invested in the Blood Diamond story. They're not cutting them, but we'll... Not high expectations, at least after this performance against Jeremiah. Let's keep on running, though, as we got more action. Douglas Silva, Andrade, Morozov lock. I have to let you take the floor to start this one off. Break it down for us. I know this one hurts. This one hurts.
Yeah. Morozov was my lock of the night play here. I thought he'd be able to ground Andrade pretty much whenever he wanted. Had tremendous success in that first round with his boxing. May have fell a little bit too much in love with it, even going into the second round. I was surprised that he continuously tried to take him down in that first round after rocking him as much as he did. I wish he stayed on the feet at that point when he had Andrade hurt, forced Andrade to get back to his feet and then continue to go with the striking. 10-8 first round for Morozov, easy there. And then right off the bat, Andrade starts off pretty heavily in that second round, hurts Morozov himself, was probably on his way to his own 10-8 round there, but he eventually sinks in that choke and gets Morozov out of there. Shout out to Andrade, man, 36 years old, still doing the damn thing. I thought he was washed at this point in time. We saw Hernandez have tremendous grappling success against him. Morozov coming off a grappling clinic in his last fight against Khalid Taha, and even if you go back and watch his M1 global fights, the guy's a grappling machine as well with some slick boxing. But Andrade just found that button and just kept pressing it over and over again, eventually getting that club and sub later in the second round. It hurt from a betting perspective, but hats off to Andrade, man. I've always been a fan of his. I backed him in his last fight against Gaetano Perello, but I thought he was going to be outmatched in this spot. Yeah. Is what it is. Shout out to Andrade for getting it done.
Bro, he's a fucking old man that doesn't stop, bro. He's still got that grit, man. And you know what? I gotta say, he showed incredible toughness. He got hurt, man. He was down bad in that first round. And to be able to turn up, to be able to come back and beat a kid like Morozov, put him to sleep with the choke, that's extremely impressive. Andrade is still in the game, man. Not a young guy by any means, but he's still here. He's still live.
Yeah, he's dangerous. He showed it. He's still dangerous. He can hurt you. He can rock you. He can get you out of there. Bummed for Morozov, man. I think the guy has some solid potential, but what a fight. What a fucking fight.
What a fight. What a fight is right, bro. Enjoyable action throughout this whole prelim card, man. Let's keep on running up. Next one, AJ Dobson, Jacob Malkoun. This was hard for me to swallow, man. I was disappointed, bro. I was disappointed, because I was very big on Dobson. I was excited for his potential. I said, listen, this guy's going to defend the takedown. And he looked great in the first. Then Malkoun just keeps wearing. You know, Malkoun reminds me of like the next Court McGee type of style.
Yeah.
Just persistent. Keeps coming with the wrestling. Can take a good shot. Can box a bit. Not going to be known as a world beater in the stand-up, but definitely not bad on the feet. He's got a bit of pop, and he has pro boxing experience. AJ Dobson looks like, I don't know. I was comparing him to Jared Cannonier earlier in the week, but really I don't see that comparison at this point. But I think he's a smooth striker. The grappling is good, but his get-ups are shit. Or excuse me, his takedown defense is good, but his get-ups are shit. To me, I'd rather have a guy that gets taken down left and right, but can get up. Like an Adesanya, you take him down, but what are you doing from the top? Versus AJ Dobson, great takedown defense, but eventually these savage grapplers are going to get you to the floor.
Yeah, there's a lot of question marks about Dobson, right? The only tape that we really had available on him was just him starching dudes, right?
Yeah.
There's only one fight that he had to go the full 15 minutes. Not much we could take from that, even if we had access to it, considering that the guy that he beat is now 3-7. Yeah, good power. But if he can't uncork that bomb, then he's going to be in trouble. He had Malkoun hurt a couple times in that first round, but then he just could not stop that grappling onslaught. Malkoun is a machine in there. Great positional awareness in terms of being able to keep Dobson in those positions. I had a flyer on Malkoun submission at plus 650. Was really hoping that was going to pay out, but Dobson, I'll give him this. He hung in there. He didn't get finished. He was eating a lot of shots, but did enough in terms of continuously moving, staying active, so the referee wouldn't stop it. But yeah, shout out to Malkoun, man, going out there and just dispatching of these guys that are apparently supposed to go out there and starch them in that first round.
He's doing it, bro. Razak Al Hassan was the exact same situation. He's going to get knocked out. There's no chance he's going to beat this guy. Boom, grappling. I got to say, I'm impressed by Malkoun. I have a lot of Malkoun or Malkoun.
I've heard Malkoun. I've heard Malkoun.
Yeah. Okay, Malkoun. Yeah. Excuse me. Say Malkoun. I don't know why I'm giving a little H flow, but Malkoun. I got to say, I respect him. I respect him, bro. The grappling style that he brings is not just lay and pray. He's beating you up from the top. I want to see his future. He's a young guy, trains with Robert Whittaker. I'm impressed, man. AJ Dobson got to shore up the holes. I think there's a mind gap. I think mentally he broke a bit towards the end of that fight, man. When Malkoun was on top saying some stuff, he's talking back. I like what Cormier said. You should have said you feel as weak as any other of my opponents. Instead, Mel said, "Yeah, you're pretty strong, man. Don't fucking kiss his ass. Yeah. Tell him, bro, you're light work. This is the easiest fight of my life."
Demoralize the motherfucker.
Demoralize that dude. You're fist fighting him, bro. You guys ain't friends. That's just how I felt.
I agree. No, I agree. I will say this. I know Mark Coleman was in Dobson's corner, and I was not impressed with his coaching at all, to be honest. Like, it's great to have a legend like that in your corner. I'm a big fan of Mark Coleman. He did a lot for the sport, obviously. But, man, it was just a lot of get up. Get up. Like, how does he get up, bro? Like, Mark,
you need James Krause.
You need James. Yeah, shout out to my guy James Krause. You need somebody like him in the corner and somebody to tell you what to do to get up, not just get up. How do I get up?
How? Like, I noticed that same thing. It pissed me off, to be 100% honest with you, bro. I think he needed to have instructional support. I never heard him say, block the underhook, shoot this, or move this arm, stand with this leg, block out the leg. Nothing.
It's funny because the other guy that was in the corner was trying to give him actual instructional, advice, whereas Mark Coleman trying to scream over him, saying, "Just get up. You got to get up. You can't accept position." I'm like, okay, again, you need to help him, man. You got to help
the guy. Yeah, that was bad, man. That was bad. Good win for Malkoun. AJ Dobson, still a bright contender. Contender. What the fuck am I saying? That's Matt Brown said he would be a contender. I don't know about that. Let's pump the brakes. Still a bright prospect, but the takedown defense is good. But the takedown, the get-ups from the takedowns. The takedown defense is there. The get-ups from the takedowns, he's lacking. It's a big hole. Big hole.
Yeah, shout out to Malkoun. Good work on him. And shout out to anybody that bet him earlier in the week. He was roughly around plus 130. The fight closed as a pick'em. So great value if anybody got in on him early.
Yeah, good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Let's keep on running up. Next one, Striker's Delight, as we did not expect, though. It was not a Striker's Delight. On paper, it was. I'm like, okay, we got a good striking matchup. Bro, what'd you think about this fight? Fabio Gunshy Cherant.
That's like the perfect word for this for Cherant, man. That is a despicable performance, right? Yeah. You're on your last fight, possibly getting the pink slip after this. More than likely, you're going to get the pink slip after this, and you're doing nothing to try to push the agenda there, right? Nothing to assert yourself in that fight. He had some success when he finally went forward, but he did it like once or twice in the full 15 minutes. The first thing his corner says to him, Henry Hoof, shout out to Henry Hoof down there at Sanford MMA. It's the first thing he says to Cherant after the fight: you can't win the fight after throwing 2 punches. Right. Like, he did not show up, he didn't do anything. But can you be mad? Because if you watch all of Cherant's fights, that's how he fucking fights. That's his style. The guy's just so low output. I don't know how he even made it to the UFC to begin with. But I will say this. One of the things I was calling out all week was Ulberg by decision at plus 450, because I've seen a fight of his in the past where if somebody's okay to just stay on the outside and let him do his thing from the outside, he's okay to play that point kickboxing fight where he's just staying on the outside and touching these guys up. Because if Cherant was okay with staying at kickboxing range, which he was, Ulberg is not going to overextend himself to try to finish him, especially considering how his last fight went, because he emptied the gas tank trying to get Kennedy and Zechiku out of there. Right. He wasn't able to, and I thought that would play into his mental coming into this fight. And I felt like I was right. I didn't pull the trigger myself on the plus 450 decision prop on Ulberg, but I absolutely stated that it was a possibility considering the gun-shy nature of Cherant's fighting style. But yeah, solid win for Ulberg just to, get his hand raised, get in the win column for the first time in the UFC. But yeah, Ulberg. It was a whatever fight. Fuck Cherant. Get him out of here. I'm sorry, man. Get him out of here.
I'm sorry. Locke's keeping it straight with you guys, man. When we get Locke out with me, we get him saying shit that's straight up, man. No censorship. we let it happen, bro.
Don't show this to Fabio. Please don't show it.
Don't show it to Fabio.
I've had one fighter come up in my comment section one time, and I know 100% it was him.
Yeah.
And talking shit after I said he wouldn't win. And then he won, and he goes, "Oh, you guys don't know shit." And then he goes on and loses his next 2 fights and gets cut from the UFC.
Shit. Well, we won't add him, but at the end of the day,
I'll add him. I don't give a fuck.
Who was it?
Sasha Palatnikov. Fuck that
Holy
guy.
shit. That's hilarious, bro. I had Chris Curtis come to me. He said, yeah. After, and I was like, shit, I can't say nothing bad about Curtis. I laughed. I said, damn, I look like a real moron now. I said, but hey, if you want to come on the show, you're more than welcome.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome to shaft me in person, bro. At the end of the day,
he's
man.
A dick. I've heard Chris Curtis is a dick, honestly.
Oh, shit.
So
I'll say this, bro. If you are a fighter and we're breaking down fights, you should never take analysis personal because it's like playing in the NBA and somebody says, "Listen, he shot like shit tonight." What the you gonna take that? Oh, I want to fight this guy. No, I think majority don't, man. Some that do, I don't know, man. I got no comment on that. It just is what it is, man. Majority don't.
We don't see them in the training room, right? All we get to see is what they perform inside the cage. Right. And that's what we take our analysis from. If you look shit on tape, I'm going to say you look shit in my analysis. If you have a path to victory on tape that I can see, I will lay that out. But I didn't see anything from Sasha Palatnikov to go out there and beat Luis Cosi in his UFC debut. He proved me wrong. Good to him. But then he goes on and loses his next 2 fights, and now he's cut.
Yeah, done. It is what it is. It is what it is. That's it. Don't blame Locke, man, bro. Blame your fucking opponent. That's it.
Like I see it, my man.
That's what I like to hear, Locke. Let's keep on running, man. This fight was fucking terrible, bro. It's so bad it's got us going off on tangents, bro.
Exactly.
This fight, let's forget about it. I'm gonna delete this graphic and burn it, bro. I never
print it out and burn it.
You'll see me lighting a fire under.
Exactly.
All right, let's keep running. For the people watching, smash the like button as well, man. Show some love and subscribe to my channel and Locke's channel. Give the boys some love. Let's go, champ. Let's go. Next fight it's not this one. We gotta change it around. They mixed the order with us. It's Mano Martinez versus Ronnie Lawrence. I'll be honest, I was decently impressed with Ronnie Lawrence. He had some great knockdowns. He chained in the wrestling well, but you know what? Mano Martinez almost got it late. That was scary, man. If you're on the betting side of Lawrence, you're shitting yourself because Mano Martinez gave it to him late. Spinning back fist drops him, has him hurt. Then Lawrence chains together a couple of takedowns and some top control and wins. What'd you think about this fight, Luck?
I got Harry in that 3rd round, man. Martinez had a tremendous success there. I wish he let his hands go a little bit more, man. Again, I picked Lawrence as a prediction, no brainer, like minus 300. Obviously, the guy should go out there and get it done. My bet on the fight was the under 2.5. We got like 4 total knockdowns in this fight and still no finish, so it was a little bit of a bummer. Good win for Lawrence. Things got a little bit sketchy, like we said, late. Interested to see how his improvement continues throughout his UFC career. The guy looks like he could be something legit. Seems to have a decent gas tank. Obviously, a good takedown game. His striking is improving. Apparently, he has a little sting on his shots too, especially with him dropping Martinez as many times as he did. I just want to see this guy's career pan out a little bit more.
Yeah, agreed, bro. I agree. I want to see more. I think stunned a little bit, but still potential is fucking there on the slate, 100%. What are you laughing at, champ? What are you laughing at?
These the fucking trolls. That's all.
I know what you're laughing at. Listen, if you're trolling the Lock, man, you gotta come through me.
I don't give a fuck. They're watching us. They're watching us.
Exactly. Listen, if you can
listen, bro. Better with your life if you want to be a troll.
Exactly. Don't hate on Lock, man, bro. He's the fucking guy. All right, let's keep running up this card. I'm gonna be honest. I'm excited to talk about the next one more so than the previous for a few. I wish it was this one. I wish this was the next one that we were going to talk about. I got the graphic for it from the predictions, but unfortunately we lost this one. Modafferi versus O'Neal. You know what? Roxanne Modafferi's a dog. She went out like a savage, bro, and she needed to. She gave it her 100% all. Unfortunately, doesn't get the W, but she somehow earned the split decision loss, which makes no sense. Let's be honest, bro. Who's scoring that fight? Is he blind?
I told you it was a fucking legit rocket scientist that they
That's crazy.
have. This was his fourth ever fight that he judged. Makes no sense to me that you're having somebody judge on a high level with that type of experience. Get him out there and get him on the regional scene. Yeah, O'Neal won that fight 30-27, no ifs, ands, or buts. I think she broke the record for most significant strikes thrown in that fight as well. Questionable approach from Modafferi, man. The fact that she went out there and just striked with her, like, that's not the way that she was going to win the fight. She had to engage in the grappling and the clinching, and when she did, she was finding success. Unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. Like, she won the third round, sure, but she got the takedown very easily in that second round, but it was with like 5 seconds left in the round. Yeah, no idea why she decided to strike with O'Neal for as long as she did. Takedowns are easy all day there for O'Neal, or against O'Neal. And Modafferi didn't decide to take it. And again, it's gonna. This is the part that I hate in terms of being a guy that's on the betting side of things, right? People are gonna be like, O'Neal was easy money, but they judge on results, not performances. The result says O'Neal wins for sure, but nobody betting Roxanne Modafferi expected her to go out there and kickbox with her for 15 minutes. That's like me betting on Kamaru Usman, and then he just goes out there and strikes with his opponent. I want him to go out there and wrestle, just as we've seen Modafferi when she's successful. Macy Barber fight, Andrea Lee fight. She goes out there, she grapples, she clinches. She didn't do any of that until when it was too late. I felt if she employed it a little bit earlier, she probably could have got her hand raised here. But outside, we come with O'Neal with the dub here. Well deserved of the W. Great performance. Got to show off her striking. Got some valuable minutes inside the cage. But Modafferi is pretty much a punching bag on the feet, and she was showing that. So good career for Modafferi. Good time to hang it up. Good win for O'Neal, but I look forward to potentially fading O'Neal in the future against somebody that's gonna test her grappling a lot more. Let's not forget, Miss Antonina Shevchenko had her in full mount and almost out of there. Somebody better than them will be able to get her out of there. It's just a matter of time before the hype train comes to a halt. I like the girl. I don't hate her. You know, I think she's talented, she's fun, she's entertaining, but I think at a certain point she's gonna get caught with somebody.
Yeah, no, I agree with that statement 100%. I felt like Roxy gave it her all, went out trying to bang rather than, get a win. She wants a memorable fight. Let's not forget Roxanne Modafferi quickly because of that. I'll tell you this, man. I don't know why. I was feeling overwhelmed with a little emotion when Roxy retired. I was ready to drop a fucking tear on the screen. I had to hold it back, bro. I said, holy shit. Because, she's been around for a long time. I'm glad she got to go out the way she wanted to. Great career. Was never a champion. Got close to it. Never physically gifted either in any athleticism department, but still was able to turn out a fairly successful mixed martial arts career. I got to give her a lot of love. Roxanne Modafferi, shout out to you. Congrats on retirement. I hope you fucking cash nicely and live your best life. So God bless.
For sure. Maybe not as bloody, but she's almost like the female version of Darren Elkins, right?
Yeah.
Like she's not skilled like athletically or anything, but she's a fucking dog. Darren Elkins is a fucking dog, right? So that's the difference there, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, facts. Yeah, she's a fucking dog. She gives it her all. Takes a loss. Unfortunate. Let's keep running. Next one. Andrei the Pitbull Arlovski versus Jared Vanderaa lock. I looked at your plays. I know this one stung a bit. Arlovski and him went to work. It was a close fight. I thought that Arlovski had done enough in the first second, but Vanderaa definitely still in the third. At 43, Arlovski's still in his groove. He still got something here.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I'll say this. I was a little bit bummed that like Vanderaa got him into the spots that he needed to get him into. He was cutting the cage well. He was corralling him up against the cage. He just wasn't throwing. He was allowing Arlovski to kind of lead the dance a bit because whenever he got him into those positions, there was just like a stalemate, like couple of seconds, 10 to 12 seconds each time. And then it wasn't Vanderaa throwing. It was Arlovski throwing that right, that overhand right, landing on Vanderaa and then being able to pivot out and get back into space. I felt that from pretty much everything I've seen on tape from Vanderaa, when he gets guys into those positions, he either locks up with them in the clinch, he either takes them down, or he lets go on combinations of his own. And obviously, Arlovski, he moves well. He's a very mobile heavyweight, but I thought that he got him into these great positions, cut off the cage. He wasn't following him. He was cutting off the cage very well. He just was not letting go on the strikes until the third round. He started getting it off in the third round. He won that third round pretty decisively. I just felt like he let the fight slip through his fingers by just being a little bit gun shy at times. He was landing good kicks. He was up on the numbers, but Arlovski was clearly landing the better strikes. Very close fight. I don't hate my plus 140 bet on that Vanderaa spot, as I did expect going into that Vanderaa would throw a little bit more output. Still wasn't enough. Shout out to Arlovski, still getting it done at this prime age of 42, 43 years old. And especially in the method that he's doing it. Respect, man. Absolute respect.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. He's still got the fast hands for an old man. He's got some good speed, faster than most of these heavyweights, and that's how he's catching these wins, man. His fight IQ is definitely there. You jump him up the weight class in rankings, I'm talking about, not up in weight. Obviously, he's heavyweight, but I think he struggles. I think anybody towards the top end of the weight class is going to give Arlovski real problems, right? You put him with those top 15 guys. I see how, he gets put to sleep. But you put him in matchups with guys like Jared Vanderaa, a Justin Tafa. I mean, granted, I don't think the Tafa fight happens, but, the lower level, Arlovski controls the pace like he did against Vanderaa, like he did against Chase Sherman, like he did against your boy Tanner Bozier from Canada. I know that might be your guy. I actually picked Bozier to win that fight, crazy enough. I thought Bozier would get the dub, man. But at the end of the day, Arlovski 43, still got a little juice left. He's still got something. So I'm going to keep watching as long as he wants to keep going. I'm glad he's making money, man. He's not taking a lot of damage either these years, man. He's taking more damage in his prime than he has now.
Yeah, it depends on the guys that he's going up against, right?
Yeah.
Carlos Felipe, not a heavy puncher, but does look to take your head off. Chase Sherman, he's that one punch KO kind of guy, but he's just not active enough to be able to get the knockouts. We saw Tom Aspinall obviously get him out of there. Tanner Bozier, Philippe Lins, like he can beat those guys that are more like, I wouldn't mind seeing Arlovski versus Sakai. I don't know if we've seen that fight yet. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I feel like we have.
I think we saw that fight. I don't know why it sounds so familiar. Now I gotta look.
Yeah, pull it up.
All right, let's see. Arlovski versus Augusto Sakai. We saw it split decision in favor of Augusto Sakai in 2019. I mean, maybe
who hasn't he fought?
Like, he's fought everybody. Dude, he's fought everybody. I don't know who the hell is next. I'll be honest. The UFC doesn't have a top 25, top 30 rankings, so it's hard. Like, you ever go to ranking MMA, you try to find matchups. So it's like, I have no idea. It's too deep, man. I definitely want to get your thoughts on who's next for like the top guys, man. We'll get to that more so on the main card. But right here, pick on Arlovski one. Obviously, I picked him as well. Luckily, honestly, on my part, good shit, man. That's it. The fight game is beautiful. That's what I always say. The fight game is fucking beautiful. Now I have to show some love to the live chat on this one. We do have a super chat that came through. Much love to everybody chatting it up in the live, man. I know we're not getting to all the comments, but me and Locke got to talk through this, man. This is a post-fight breakdown, something that you can watch live or on replay. But thank you for doing your homework and spoon feeding me the picks. Had a great night because of you. Thank you, my brother. I'm so glad that you had a great night, had a pretty decent night as well. The picks were pretty fire. It was a lot of fun. Me and Locke chatted it up, and now we're still here live, man. So we obviously had a pretty good time, and we're going to go through this full card, man. Thank you, brother, for the $9.99, for $10, really. You're fantastic. Appreciate everything, man. I'll make sure not to chew in the mic too loudly for you on every fight companion you might do. Thank you, bro. Thank you, homie.
I love it.
All right, let's keep running, man, because we got more fights to talk about. The next one was Kyler Phillips. It was actually, I think, did we skip past the Kyler Phillips fight, or we didn't touch on Kyler Phillips?
That was actually before the Arlovski Vanderaa fight.
We'll jump to Phillips and Rojo now. I'll be honest with you, I had the original order lined up here, but
that's all
things got all fucking thrown off for me. All right, Phillips versus Rojo. So this matchup, what'd you think about Kyler Phillips? Is he ready to make a run, or is he, just status quo, middle top tier, like upper middle class level fighter?
He has the style to be successful. Yeah, it seems like his problem is the cardio, and it's interesting to obviously say that because he got a third round finish in this fight. Rojo, if I'm not mistaken, now has 5 losses all in the third round, so that's something that's not new to him there. But like the main focus in terms of like every time they went to the corner for Phillips, it was like, just breathe, dog, into the nose, out through the mouth. Like that's what they're trying to tell him and instill in him. And that obviously is what bit him in the ass against Julian Paiva. It was close to biting him in the ass against Song Yadong. The guy's talented, but it seems like he exerts a lot of gas early, throwing those spinning things, throwing that flashy shit. And at a certain point, when he starts fighting a certain level of competition, that might not work as much anymore, right? Great striking, good distance management, black belt in BJJ. He has all the chops to get it done. It's just that gas tank. And if he is one day forced to fight 5 rounds, things could get a little bit iffy, right? So I think he has a solid ceiling. I just want to see him improve his gas tank, and I'm not sure how he can do that exactly, but if he continues to work on that, he could be a very solid fighter. But good win for him here, biggest favorite on the card, and glad that he got it done. And shout out to everybody that got on the sub prop at plus 500 because that shit was pretty easy money.
Yeah, that shit was fucking beautiful if you played that. I'll be honest, Kyler Phillips, I think he's got the skills to make it far, but the gas tank is a huge question mark. It seems like he gets tired fairly, I don't want to say quickly, right? Because now he's getting tired in 3 minutes or less,
Yeah.
but third round is a hard round for him. I mean, granted, he tapped Rojo in the third, but yeah, 5-round fights, I'm very concerned because his attacks just take a lot of effort, bro. When you're doing these spinning attacks, these jumping attacks, these crazy moves, even the way he got the finish was a kind of wild technique. It starts from the mounted triangle, transitions to just the regular triangle, then transitions to an armbar. That's a high level technique. And I feel like high level technique definitely takes a lot of gas.
Yeah.
We'll see if he works on the hole. I don't want to say it's even a hole. Let's see if he works on the potential flaw at the moment. He's still young, got a lot of time. I think he's got a bright future. I don't suggest that you give him a contender at the top just yet. But I'll be honest, Kyler Phillips owns a win over Song Yadong. You can't hold him from the upper echelon of guys very easily, man.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what
I
I
agree.
think.
That's a high quality win over Song Yadong, right? Song just beat Casey Kenya recently as well, which is a high level win for him too. So, yeah, maybe a solid step up from Rojo. Maybe somebody between the top 10 to top 15. I'd be okay with that for Phillips.
Yeah, I'm in. Good stuff. Phillips, big win. Let's officially now jump to our main card. It started off right, man. Bobby Green, my lock of the week, ended up coming through. So I was super happy with that. Bobby Green's slick with his boxing, dude. That's the first fight we called together, man. And his straight punches were off the chain. 1, 2, 1, 2, move. Nasrat had a hard time closing distance. When he did, he'd land like winging overhands, but Green would just roll with the majority of them, man. Clean win. Bobby Green. What do you think?
Again, I know he's a decision machine, but I think that was one of his more entertaining performances in terms of being able to just go out there and put his punches together, combinations. He was touching Nasrat up. After that first round, it looked like he already had gone 15 minutes pounding on Haqparast's face, but he was putting in work, man. Very, very solid work. Yeah. What more can you say about Bobby Green? The guy's always going to linger in that top 10 to top 15 range. I'm not sure if he has the chops to go out there and beat more complete fighters. Because again, like during the fight, we were saying, Haqparast, wide winging hooks. That's kind of his style. And that's the perfect recipe for a guy like Green to counter him correctly with the straight, sharp shots down the middle. And he was successful in doing so. So, yeah, shout out to Bobby King Green.
Yeah, shout out to Bobby, man. Good performance, dude. I was impressed. Let's keep running. I don't have an official matchup for Green next. It's just he's outside of the top, and it's hard to give the official take. But we'll go to this next one. It's Alexander Hernandez and Renato Moicano. This fight started off favorably towards Moicano. It was competitive at moments, and then it just finished out with Moicano getting the sub. The jiu-jitsu of this man's dangerous. His stand-up didn't look too bad either, man. I feel like Renato Moicano a little bit slept on after knockout losses. We talked about it while we were live. But I feel like he's definitely an upper echelon talent guy. I don't know if he's top 15 material, but Alexander Hernandez is pretty damn close to that top 18, I would say. Like, this is a pretty good milestone win. Moicano, now, I mean, where do you go? Do you give him a top 15 guy next?
Why not Bobby Green?
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Lightweights, right? They're both lightweights. They're both coming off a solid performance, stellar performances. I wouldn't mind that. I think winner cracks the top 15. Both guys are deserving of being in the top 15 already, but that just shows you how fucking stacked lightweight is, right? Yeah, I wouldn't mind Moicano, Bobby Green. Fucking sign me up.
Moicano, Bobby Green, Hernandez, Haqparast. Perfect sense.
There you
I think
go.
that's it. That's the way to go for it, man.
Yep,
Hernandez still owns that big win over Beneil Dariush that he'll
Ah.
carry with him forever. Fake glove touch, overhand.
It's like it's like Justin James knocking out Frank Camacho, right? Like it's one of those situations where a guy comes in on short notice with big power, upsets the crowd. That's about it. I think if they run that shit back again, Beneil Dariush strangles this guy.
Yeah, agreed. Majority of the time, we know the side it goes on. Good win for Renato Moicano, bro. I like the fight. Let's jump to the featured bout of the night. There was a lot riding on this one for the lock man himself. Now, for the people watching, if you're enjoying and you haven't left a like, smash that like button, guys. Show us some love. Also, subscribe to the channels if you're new to my channel and Lock's channel. I got his link in the description. Jared Cannonier, the Killer Gorilla, versus Derek Brunson, as Adesanya likes to call Bumson. What do you think? Is he officially back to Bumson? Is this Bumson again, or is Cannonier just that good?
He's just back to what he was, man. And most people that are watching the tape and running the tape and knowing what this fight was going to be, knew exactly how this fight would play out. Of course, Brunson was going to have some success. I'll give this to him though. I didn't think he was going to rock Cannonier. Excuse me, the way that he did near the ending of that first round. I was sweating. You saw me. I was sweating. If you guys want to go back and watch the fight companion, you guys are more than welcome to see that. I was very much invested in this fight, but I knew that he'd be able to get back to his feet. I knew that he would, give Brunson those issues. And then on the feet, Brunson is just a deer in headlights on the feet, man. Like, it does not look good. Watch all of those fights during his 5-fight winning streak. Yeah. It does not look good when he's on the feet. And Cannonier is the hardest hitter that he had to go up against in that run, maybe with the exception of Darren Till, but still, I think Cannonier probably even hits harder than that guy. And he fucking got it done, man. I was huge on Jared Cannonier this week. Did not understand the line movement at all. We got Cannonier closer to minus 135 earlier today. I think it bumped back up to about minus 140, minus 150. But god damn, I that's exactly how I could have. Outside of that knockdown from Brunson at the end of round one, that's exactly how I thought that fight was going to go.
Yeah, I like how you described it, bro. I'll be honest with you. I saw the takedowns. I saw what Brunson was doing. I said, he might be able to edge out a close decision. Relying on a close decision when you got a powerhouse like Jared Cannonier across from you, big mistake on my part for picking that. Congrats to you winning the bet on that one. And also congrats to Cannonier. We got to give him probably title shot next. It seems like that's the realistic route here for Brunson. He said he just wants one more. Can we give him an opponent? I want to give Brunson an opponent. Should I pull up the top 5 so we can see if we can list somebody off here for him?
I'm looking at it myself.
Okay, let's hear.
So top 15, number 15, we got Weidman.
Yep.
14, we got Holland, who's actually going down to welterweight, and he's fighting Alex Cowboy Oliveira. Andre Muniz, number 13.
Yeah.
Nasrat Imavov, number 12, but he's fighting Kelvin Gastelum in April. Brad Tavares, Derek Brunson, Brad Tavares. I don't know why I feel like we've seen that fight in the past, but I wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't mind that either.
He knocked out Uriah Hall, right? I believe he knocked out Hall a while ago.
I'd watch that rematch, though, because they don't like each other.
Brunson Till, we obviously saw that. Brunson Hermanson, not a bad fight.
That's not a bad fight, actually. That's a very interesting matchup. I kind of like the way that would potentially go.
Brunson's number 4, Hermanson's number 7. I'm sure Brunson will fall down a couple spots, although Jared Cannonier is number 3 right now. So how much further down can you poke him? But yeah, even if Brunson fought Costa, I think Costa would fuck him up.
I'll say this. I'll go either Brunson Costa or Brunson Hermanson next because I think both of those are good matchups. I think stylistically speaking, both are hard fights. You got Hermanson that brings a legit submission threat, and then you have Paulo Costa who has good takedown defense and hits with power. I'll suggest to you this. If he fights against Costa, I'm thinking that's his, retirement fight. I think that's the one to make, honestly. Do Costa him retirement fight, main event, 5 rounds, UFC, whatever fight night card, and I think Paulo Costa sleeps him in 3 rounds or less.
I agree with that. I will say this. I think the last thing I heard from Paulo Costa was that he wanted to fight either Vettori or get a title shot. That's all he wants to do. He wants to rematch with Vettori because he hates him for some reason. But Vettori clearly won that fight. Yeah. Paulo's just a fucking weirdo at times.
If that's his mindset, call it a career because you don't deserve a title shot and you don't deserve a rematch. Derek Brunson. If I'm Dana White, I'm Dana White right now. Hey, I'm Sean Shelby. Let me get yo Paulo. You're not fighting Brunson? See you later. You're cut from the fucking UFC. We don't need you anymore. Maybe Bellator picks him up, man, and then he goes and gets beat by John Salter or some shit.
John Salter. Don't disrespect my man like that. Jesus. Don't kill me, bro. But Brunson Hermanson, line that up.
Yeah.
Brunson Hermanson.
I'm in on that too. Cannonier, it's probably title fight. That's
Yeah,
what's
and then
should be.
Strickland Vittori. I'm up
Yeah.
for that too.
I'm in, dude. We should be matchmaking for the UFC, bro. What are they doing with Sean Shelby and Mick Maynard? Call us up, bro. We got Manpreet and AJ taking over.
I'll try to slip into Maynard's IG DMs. I've DM'd with him a little bit in the past, but nothing too crazy.
Listen, if he needs assistance, bro, we could easily easily cover one weight class. Give us the middleweight division. We're good.
Exactly.
All right, let's jump to the next one. Co-main event for the people watching. If you're enjoying, smash the like button, show us some love, and let's talk. Derek Lewis, Bam Tuivasa. Bam Tuivasa did it. He got the biggest win of his career beating Derek Lewis. It was a needed victory, man. Derek Lewis landed his best shots, or at least close to him on Tai, and Tuivasa eats them. The ground and pound against the cage. Anybody else folds from that? Tai Tuivasa got up, and he swings them back. He's slugging shots. We get into the second round. Tai Tuivasa hurts Derek Lewis after being a bit stunned himself. Lewis overly shooting for the kill. Elbow against the cage. Lewis falls flat on his fucking face, out. Call it a career. That's it. No, it's not call it a career, but it's call it a night, though. Call it a night, though. What do you think, man? I know people were shitting saying Derek Lewis is washed. I don't believe that. I think he'll still be around, like you said, easily 2 fights, and then he's back in contention. What do you think about this fight?
That's heavyweight for you, right? You get 2 knockouts, you get 2 finishes quickly. You're right back into the thick of things. Derek Lewis, interim title fight, lost in August, knocks out Chris Daukaus in December. If he won this fight, they likely could have matched him up with Francis Ngannou later this year. Shout out to Tuivasa, man. That guy's head, I don't know what the fuck it's made from, but to take the clean shots I took from Lewis in that first round, especially when he was getting back up to his feet, those are clean, those are powerful, withstood it all, and still managed to find that knockout in the second round. God, that elbow that he landed so clean on Lewis. He shut off the lights on Lewis and got the win there. Shout out to Tuivasa, man. I'm not the biggest fan of his, just in terms of, like, I don't think he's really that talented, but at a heavyweight, you don't have to be the most talented motherfucker. You just got to have durability and knockout power, and that's what he has in droves here. And he was able to do it against Lewis, man. Shout out to anybody that bet on Tuivasa as well.
Yeah, and he had more durability than Lewis, man. He took a better shot. He survived. Now, I will say, me and Ty have something in common. You know, me and Ty got the love. We got the love for the Shoeys in common. So I'm a big fan of Tuivasa. I'll be honest, I didn't pick him to win, but I'm glad he got it done. I lost money betting against him like a moron because, you know what? You had to bet Derek Lewis. I've made a lot of money on Lewis in the past, so I was going to ride with him. And unfortunately, I rode it straight to the fucking ground. It is what it is. Derek Lewis went flat out. Tai Tuivasa, big win. The question is, what is next for Tai Tuivasa and Derek Lewis?
Good question. Let's see the standings here. So you got number 11 Tai Tuivasa, who just picked up the win. Derek Lewis is number 3. So maybe that vaults Tuivasa into like the top 6, top 7. You got Jairzinho Rosenstrike going up against Marcin Tybura very shortly, number 6 and number 9. Shamil Abdurrahimov, I feel like he has a fight coming up.
He's fighting. Is he fighting Tom Aspinall?
No, Aspinall is fighting Volkov. Yeah. I wouldn't mind Tuivasa versus the winner of Rosenstrike and Tybura.
Okay.
Because he knocked out Sakai, who's 12. Aspinall is fighting Volkov, but that's a little bit too later. Shamil's the only one I believe that doesn't have a fight scheduled, and he's number 8.
Shamil, just to me, if I just beat Derek Lewis, I don't want to fight Shamil.
Yeah.
I think right now it depends on Tai timing. If Tom Aspinall and Volkov goes down, I could see Tai fighting the winner of that fight, to be 100% honest with you. Curtis Blades, he's booked, correct? He's fighting Daukaus.
He's fighting Daukaus in March.
Stipe Miocic's not going to take that fight.
No.
Cyril Gane, I don't really see that fight happening.
I think Gane's going to fight the winner of Daukaus and Blades.
I think so as well. I think that makes a lot of sense. I feel like let's go for Tai Tuivasa versus the winner between Volkov and Aspinall potentially, or
I'd
maybe
say more so Tybura Rosenstrike winner.
Tybura Rosenstrike. Yeah, I'll agree with that. I actually think that makes a lot of sense. But let me note you this: if you're the UFC, right, and you're like, okay, Derek Lewis just lost, but what's a marketable fight? You telling me Jairzinho Rozenstruik, Derek Lewis is in a fantastic matchup?
Not a bad fight. You
I'm
got
so
power punches
interested.
there.
I want
I'd
to
be into
see it.
that one.
I want to
Yeah.
see that fight, bro. I really want to see that fight. I feel like that would be so interesting. I want to see power versus power. We'll see what they do with Ty. I don't know. I wouldn't be opposed to him fighting the winner of Aspinall Volkov, but it's all timing. Timing rules all, bro. If the time doesn't work out, the fight ain't gonna happen. So we'll see what happens. When the fights all go down. Overall, though, I was very impressed with Tai Tuivasa. He deserves a big fight. Derek Lewis still gonna be in the mix. Do we give? What's your opponent for him, man? I'm thinking maybe Rozenstruik. What do you think?
Loser of Rozenstruik and to Tybura. I think actually he's already beaten Tybura in the past.
Yeah.
If Rozenstruik loses, maybe there, and then Tybura, if he wins, he would fight Tuivasa
or Volkov, maybe rematch, win or lose. That could work too.
You can throw those guys in there as well. I'm down with that.
There's some good options, man. There's a lot of good options. So good stuff, man. Now I want to jump to that main event, and we're gonna go. We're going to go deep with this main event. So for the people watching, I know there's a lot of you watching live. You got to do us a favor and smash the like button. Show some love to us, man. Support. We got the full breakdown of this whole card. But what we're going to do for this main event is a little different. If you are watching on replay and you want to skip past it and just hear the breakdown side, you can. I'll link it in the timestamp so it'll be all lined up. But if you're watching live, me and Manpreet are going to rewatch a couple of rounds of this fight and do some play-by-play, talk about what we saw, rescore it for the rounds that we feel are question mark rounds, and give you who we think really deserves to win. And then after that, we'll get into the breakdown. We'll talk about what's next and everything like that. So guys, smash the like button for us. Show us some love. Of course, subscribe to my man Manpreet's channel. Locke, what round should we start with? What do you think?
So we'll just lay out some of the facts that we got here just based on scoring. So I put out a poll myself on Twitter, pretty much saying who won that fight in your eyes. Adesanya, based on 410 votes now, 74% of people think that Adesanya won that fight. 26% of people thought that Whittaker won that fight. Shout out to my guys over at Verdict. Verdict, they put out their scorecards as well. They do a weird thing where they kind of do like the point difference. So I more so take it on whatever the point difference is in terms of who it favors in each round. So the first round, obviously, Adesanya, he gets the Whittaker. He gets the knockdown against Whittaker in round one. He easily deserves that one. Round two goes towards Robert Whittaker. Adesanya gets the knockdown in round one. He deserves round one. Whittaker apparently is getting round two on Verdict. Adesanya gets round three on Verdict. And then rounds 4 and 5 go towards Robert Whittaker, with round 4 being very, very close. So based on Verdict, 3-2 for Whittaker, rounds 2, 4, and 5. And then lastly, we'll look at MMA decisions, the last resource that we'll use here. A ton of media scorecards on the Adesanya side of things, about 5 people that actually picked Whittaker to win there. In terms of the official judges, Mike Beltran only scores round 2 for Robert Whittaker, giving Adesanya rounds 1, 3, 4, and 5. And then Douglas Crosby and Jacob Ontavio both give Adesanya rounds 1 to 3 and give Whittaker rounds 4 and 5. In terms of fan scoring, based on 630 live scores, 53% of those gave 48-47 Robert Whittaker. Now, the rounds in question here are rounds 2, 3, and 4, because round 1 is Izzy, 98%, 10-9. Round 5 is Whittaker, 95%, 10-9. But round 2, 65%, 10-9 Whittaker. Round 3, 67%, 10-9 Adesanya. And round 4, 74% Robert Whittaker. So I think we should redo rounds 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, I'm 100% in. So we're going to rewatch rounds 2, 3, 4, give a little play-by-play. We'll talk about it. We're going to write down our scorecards just so we have everything written. I'm going to grab a piece of paper actually right here. All right. So let's see, man, because I'm very curious how this is going to turn out, man. I'm glad we're doing this, man, because I want to find out really who won this fight, because I feel like watching it one time doesn't do us justice, man. This fight is it's too many rounds and it's too damn close.
Yeah. And keep in mind, we are both slightly intoxicated at this point in time. So
Very mildly. Very mildly.
we might have some booze-colored glasses on right now, but we're still going to do our best for you guys.
That's it, man. That's it. So we're gonna start with round 2, correct?
Correct. Round 2, 3, and 4. So
All right.
we'll watch round 2, give our thoughts on it,
All right.
pause it, and then go into round 3 and repeat. So you
Okay.
let me know when you got it
Hold
matched up here, and we can
Yeah.
we can get it going.
All right. So
I'm
right
turning
now,
my commentary off, by the way, so I'm not.
Yeah. I'm
not
gonna
hearing
quiet
anything
it.
they're saying. Yeah.
All right. So right now I have it on the screen. It's like the fight is about to be starting. Like it's round number 2. The Adesanya is like pressing forward in a wide stance, man.
Let's match up the clocks here. I got 57. I'll pause it at 57. Get to 57, and then we'll hit start together.
All right. I am at 57.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
All right. 53, 52, 51.
Cool.
We're pretty close. All right. Good stuff. So Whittaker right now looking pretty smooth with that double jab. He's starting aggressively, man.
Mm-hmm. Missed on the head kick, but hit the jab right off the jump.
Yeah, he did. He double jab. He's looking for those lefts as well.
Yeah.
Good pressure there with the lefts. All right.
He's the
He
one
landed.
landing on Izzy there.
Yeah.
Good leg kick from Adesanya, though, but I still got Whittaker up so far.
Yeah, so far, I'd say so. I will say I'm loving the pressure from Whittaker here. I feel like live we didn't have the same appreciation for it in round 2.
Yeah. A lot of the shots that Izzy's throwing as well don't seem to be doing much, like in terms of not even landing, right?
Yeah. No, he's not really landing much. It seems like everything's getting blocked.
His main success so far is hitting that lead leg. He had the calf kick, and then he had the kind of the oblique type of kick that he was throwing.
Yeah. It's nice without the commentary, man. We just purely see the action. I wish there was an option to just have it silent.
Yeah. Hit mute. That's it.
Truly.
But like you still want to hear the sounds of the fight. I get that.
Decent uppercut snuck through for Adesanya.
Yeah. But he got dinged as well.
He did. Right hand thrown out there by Whittaker. This is round 2 that we're watching for the people just tuning in, getting a rewatch to see.
Ooh, nice jab.
Yeah, that was a big jab.
Robert. It didn't look like anything that Izzy threw there really landed.
No. I'll say this. We're at about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I feel like Whittaker's winning this round so far.
I agree.
Okay. Let's see if Adesanya has any big moments here at round 2 to see if it sways it in the other way.
Good leg kick. Oh, yeah, this is where Robert lands the takedown.
So that's something that counts here, man. At least about almost first half of the round, it's the Robert Whittaker way, it seems like.
Yeah, halfway through the round, Whittaker's up.
There's the body lock and pressure. Adesanya, he's throwing some punches from the clinch, but nothing really doing there. Heavy forward pressure by Whittaker. Pressing Adesanya against the cage. He's controlling this round.
Yeah. That's a solid 3 minutes of work from Whittaker so far.
Let's see if Adesanya really turned up at any point. Whittaker body locking, still pressing in. Still cage work from Whittaker here.
Yeah.
Right now, he's won over 3 minutes of the round, in my opinion. It's going the Whittaker way. Little feeling out here on both sides. Adesanya rangy still, looking for his perfect moment. Attacks with a kick, misses.
Looks checked. Yeah, that was a check kick.
Yeah, that was nice. That was a good check. Head kick, blocked.
Head kick.
Blocked. Yeah. I'm seeing nothing land for Adesanya flush here this round.
Yeah. But he's throwing it out. He's definitely the more active one the last 50 seconds so far. Since they broke from that clinch, Whittaker hasn't really thrown anything.
Yeah, he hasn't.
Missed on that leg kick.
Jab there by Adesanya.
Return with the calf kick.
It's been a lot closer these past 2 minutes. This past minute. Whittaker looking for that double jab attempt.
Yeah, they seem to both miss on both their offerings there.
Fairly competitive. Right now, Adesanya moving forward on Whittaker, throws a head kick, it's blocked. So Adesanya hasn't landed anything flush this round.
Ooh,
Jab for
nice
jab.
jab.
Whittaker got
Yep.
the better of the jab there.
Yeah, I'd say.
Robert Whittaker's looking pretty smooth here. 20 seconds remains in this round. And right now, I have it all for Rob.
I got it for Rob too. Like Adesanya is going to have to do something big in this last 10 seconds to be able to sway it back.
5 seconds. 3. About to be done.
Yeah.
And
That's a Whittaker round. That's a Whittaker round.
So we'll go 10-9 Whittaker for round number 2. Giving it the rewatch. So Whittaker won that round. I think the takedown, he had more significant strikes, jabs, low kicks. Adesanya didn't really land anything significant. I didn't see much. Did you? I didn't see a clean strike from Izzy.
There was a couple leg kicks. That was really about it. There was a takedown from Robert. He landed a couple good jabs. Had some leg kicks of his own. Yeah. I thought he won. I thought Robert won that round. I called it live too, right? I remember I called it live.
Yeah,
so
you said that. So right now we're thinking we know for a fact Adesanya won the first round
for sure, easy.
And I think Whittaker won the 5th round, correct?
Correct.
So
right now it's 2-1 in our minds for Whittaker.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's do round 3.
Round 3. Yeah. Did you fast forward or you just have it playing through?
I have it playing it, but have you paused it or no?
No, I haven't touched it.
Okay. Yeah. Then just let it keep
just
playing.
leave it. Yeah. Let's just leave it. We'll do like a minute between for the people so they can hear, man.
Yeah. In case we need to pause it and talk about that round a little bit more.
Yeah.
Then we'll pause it. Otherwise, let's just keep it running.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Let's see, man. Let's see.
All right. We're starting round 3.
Round 3 is up. So there's a stomp there from Whittaker attempted. Doesn't land. He works a jab early. I like that he's throwing the knee stomp out there.
Yeah. It seems to be easier to land than actually throwing a legit leg kick.
Honestly, I've always thought that it seemed like such a great technique, man. But I don't think it does like a ton of damage.
Mm-hmm. It's more annoying, I think.
Yeah. John Jones is the guy that'll really mess your knees up with those. Yeah. Adesanya misses with the kick. So early into this round, really no one taking much of a lead.
Yeah. Good job from Whittaker, but again, not much. Return their body kick from Izzy. Still pretty much a stalemate.
Yeah, pretty even Stevens right now. Pressing by Adesanya. Little kick attempt, misses. There was a decent kick thrown out there by Adesanya, but it didn't land. Good
jab by Rob.
Yeah, too, Rob came with the jab. Double jab by Rob. Kick from the outside by Rob. Both in the center of the octagon. Little kick feint attempt there. I like how Adesanya feints.
Mm-hmm.
Robert moving away. Jab attempted again.
A lot of Izzy's success in this fight was the leg kick, calf kick.
Yeah. That's mostly what he did. He didn't really, I mean, besides the one knockdown, but he didn't have a ton of success with the boxing here.
Yeah.
There's a jab by by Rob that gets through on Izzy.
Yeah.
Not super clean. I'd say this. What would you say first, 2 minutes in? Who do you think has the lead here?
Still a stalemate. They're both landing solid strikes.
Yeah. It's extremely close.
Like nobody's done anything crazy.
Yeah. Both in the center, leg kick, takedown attempt, good defense by Adesanya.
Yeah. See, that leg kick for me puts Adesanya a little bit more ahead because he's been landing it a little bit more frequently in this round. Yeah. And Robert's been having those jabs, but just not enough.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Adesanya right now, ever so slightly leading in this third round.
Smidge Adesanya there.
But super close.
Mm-hmm.
And without the commentary, it looks even closer because they definitely leaned it towards.
Nice head kick and then takedown from Robert, but doesn't establish much control here. Adesanya's right back to his feet.
Rob looking for the back.
Yeah, I think this is where they kind of just disengage. I think it's the next round where Robert actually gets closer to threatening with the rear naked choke.
Yeah, I think so. He presses him against the cage, but not a ton there. Looking.
See, I don't score this a whole lot for Whittaker, though, right? Yeah. It's literally just control, but
it's control. It's not like a ton's really going down here. No, I agree with that, bro.
Adesanya's defending well. See, this is where he uses the Kimura attempt to kind of
stifle,
threaten, and stifle Whittaker, and then he gets back to work. Good jab from Whittaker.
Yeah.
But he made Adesanya Wister as well.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Adesanya slowly pressing inside. Whittaker circling out. I will say I got Adesanya ahead with less than a minute left now.
Mm-hmm.
Jab for jab, nothing really landing flush though.
It's exactly. Not good leg kick there. See, that's something a good combination there as well.
Yeah,
from Adesanya.
It's the best we've seen all night.
Yeah,
about 30 seconds remains. Very close fight. For sure, it's close. This round, though, I'm definitely leaning Adesanya. I think we are going to truly find out who won this fight with this live stream. We're going to know for a fact what actually happened. Ten seconds. Adesanya round.
Yeah, that's not Adesanya round. I don't recall Whittaker doing anything crazy. Good body kick from Izzy there. All right, so 2-2.
2-2.
And it lingers on round 4.
Yeah, it lingers to round 4. It's 2-2. Guys, if you're enjoying, smash that like button as me and Locke tell you who actually won this fight. We're going to break it down. we really are going to know.
We're the official fucking call on this.
We're the official judges, man. The ones you got ringside don't know what they're doing. Me and Locke know what's happening, man. We're giving the true plays. The true prediction, man. The true breakdown, and then the true post-fight show right here.
I'm surprised more than one judge did not give round 2 to Whittaker.
Yeah, I was surprised it wasn't a split decision, to be honest.
Yeah,
I thought
especially the 2 judges that gave Whittaker rounds 4 and 5.
Yeah.
You'd think that they would see the work that he did in round 2 as well.
Right. It was a clear round 2.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Crazy. Yeah. But again, it was kind of inactive, right?
Yeah.
Like Robert was still winning the first 3 minutes of that round pretty handily by a solid notch.
Yeah.
And then the last 2 minutes were closer, but I don't think it was enough to sway it away from a Robert round.
Right. Well, we're in round 4 now. We'll watch. We'll see what happens. This is really the deciding round. Yeah. It's even Stevens right here. So as far as the breakdown, we're gonna see.
Oh, nice left from Whittaker to start.
Whittaker looked good early. Little knee stomp.
Yep.
Both in the center. Whittaker looking to press in, or as is Adesanya is more leading the dance, rather. Kick by Adesanya from the outside. Rangy style, of course, from Izzy, as you always see. Very stalemate-ish, though. This fight is very competitive, man.
Not a lot of flush shots landed.
No. The low kick was money for Adesanya.
Yeah. But, how do you score that? It seems like he checked it, though, right?
Yeah. It looks like it. There was a decent left.
Knee.
It was weird. It was good shot from Adesanya, but then a good left from Whittaker.
Yeah.
So it's pretty close right now so far. The first minute into round 4. Whittaker chases him, misses there with the jab and the hook.
Yeah.
Takedown there.
Takedown.
Whittaker landed it. Good takedown.
Yeah. And I think this is where he gets on the back. Yep.
This is big. This is a huge moment, man.
Yeah. Man, could you imagine? Like right there, it looked like he had his arm
Close.
under,
It did.
but then Izzy with great submission defense there, and
So
he's working to get that hook out, and
that
then
was good.
Whittaker's off.
Does that moment lead him now? Is Whittaker leading this
I
round
think
on your
so, but
score?
not by a whole lot. Like
Yeah.
I think by a decent notch, like just one little smidge, he's
Yeah.
above, but it could still easily be stolen back to Adesanya.
Yeah. 100%, bro. I agree. Kick attempt there by Adesanya. It's not like Roberts landing with the hands either. It's more like hitting the
Yeah.
chest, it looked like there.
Yeah.
I will say Adesanya kind of leading with the pressure, making Rob
Mhm.
circle away. Kick from the outside misses for Adesanya. Rob looks pretty defensively sound. Pretty much halfway through this round here.
I got Robert up a little bit, but
A smidge.
yeah, it could be stolen by Adesanya depending on what happens here.
Adesanya needs a big moment, but there was a huge jab by Whittaker.
Yeah,
Flush
two
jab.
jabs and got out of the way of that counter from Izzy. Izzy lands a leg kick.
Does a clean jab or a leg kick earn you more points? That's the ultimate question that we need to find out.
Like, look, like those jabs seem like at least one or two of them is landing.
Yeah.
And Izzy's trying to counter but misses.
That's very interesting, man. Minute 50. Not a lot of time. Leg kick attempted there by Whittaker. It does technically land, but not like super flush.
Solid jab, but not much behind it.
Adesanya
Like,
pressing
check.
late.
Ooh, nice jab from Whittaker.
That was the best jab so far of the round.
Good leg kick from Adesanya. That shot from Adesanya seems to hit the arm.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Whittaker's working a double jab.
Yeah, snapped Adesanya's head back.
A little bit of an uppercut, like definitely snuck through by Robert Whittaker for sure.
Mm-hmm.
This is close, man. Holy shit.
Yeah.
This fourth round is really up in the last minute. It's up in the air, Mel. It's up in the air.
Yeah. Again, slight lean Whittaker.
Slightest.
Very slight.
Back positioning and the jabs.
Yeah,
Adesanya's just
dude,
landed
he's
a couple
doing
leg kicks.
very well with that double jab and getting out without getting countered. Like Adesanya throws the counter, but he's not hitting it.
Like Adesanya looks, I think Adesanya looks like he's done more than he actually was doing.
Yeah. A lot of it was flash. Good work here in the clinch from Robert. Landed a knee, I believe.
25 seconds.
Good control.
Great pressing inside. I mean,
like the most significant things in this round was that clinch plus the back take from him. And he lands a nice job there with a decent knee on the return from Adesanya, but
oh, it's so close. It's such a close fourth round.
Dude, I lean Whittaker in that round.
I'm giving it 10-9 Whittaker, bro. So right now, what we just scored this fight.
Let's watch round 5.
Let's watch 5.
Might as well. We're already here.
Yeah, we're here.
Again, round 1 is clearly the clearest. We know that the knockdown 100% Israel Adesanya round. Round 2, Robert Whittaker. Round 3, Israel Adesanya. Round 4, at least to my eyes, seems like Whittaker did the more significant things in those rounds. The back take, the clinch against the cage. He was landing some good jabs as well. Adesanya landed some couple good calf kicks. Nothing significant in terms of counters that he was able to land, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Does the comment section think we're crazy or what?
I don't think so. I think the comments are, some of them are saying sports is rigged as a whole. Just watch it as entertainment. But we got to decipher who deserves this victory, man. That's how we are, man.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, round 5.
Boone saying we're crazy.
We are kind of nuts. We're up late as hell breaking down this fight.
It's fucking 3:00 in the morning over here.
I'm wide awake, bro.
I was supposed to go to the museum with the wife tomorrow. Fuck. All right, round 5. Let's see how this goes. 95% of people on MMA decisions based on 650 scorecards believe it was a Whittaker round.
Okay.
Let's confirm.
Okay.
Let us confirm.
Dude, this is going to be interesting, man, because I really am curious who officially won this fight, and we're about to find out. We're about to know for a fact after this, bro. Early Adesanya looks good in this 5th round.
Yeah.
Controlling the range well. Good low kick. Keeping his hand out right in the face there. Pressure attack.
Like the octagon control obviously looks good for Adesanya, right?
Yeah, it does. So octagon control favoring Adesanya in this 5th round. I will tell you that.
Good body kick. Another good body kick.
Yeah.
Adesanya's up so far.
Yeah, he's definitely up right now. Adesanya is looking rangy as hell, man. Front kick up the center.
Oh, nice jab from Whittaker.
Good jab. Better punches besides the knockdown were on the side of Robert Whittaker for most of this fight.
Yeah.
And we're not scoring this fight as a whole. We score it round by round. So we're about to really find out, bro, because I think it really comes down to this 5th round.
Well, apparently this was a clear round to a lot of people to Whittaker. So far, seems like Whittaker could be up. Adesanya could be up, but it's getting closer with Whittaker landing those clean shots with the jab. Failed takedown attempt there. 2-3 minutes still left in the round, though. Ooh, nice right there. Oh, yeah, this is the weird stalemate with the with the eye poke. We'll let this
that was awkward as shit, that eye poke.
Yeah.
That was very awkward, man. Let's see.
Back into the action. Half a round to go. Izzy up by a smidge, but Whittaker momentum starting to pick up.
Yeah. Pressure so far by Adesanya. Takedown by Whittaker.
Takedown.
And he landed it. Adesanya won the first half of the round.
Yeah. See, I wish Whittaker would like he's trying to get the trip there.
Yeah.
But if he threw some knees, stayed active.
He didn't do much damage.
No.
He's controlled.
At least not yet.
Let's see. Let's see if it right now, I still have Adesanya slightly ahead. Maybe. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But he hasn't really done much in the last minute.
No.
A lot of it is Whittaker kind of running against the cage. Good punch
hook.
On the break.
Good hook by Whittaker. That was a great hook by Whittaker.
Adesanya even acknowledged it.
He's like, all right, I felt that one. I felt that one. Jab attempt by Adesanya. Double jab there by Whittaker. Whittaker backing away from Adesanya. Adesanya attacks with a low kick. Another low kick. Good low kick by Adesanya.
Mm-hmm.
Adesanya's 5th round is looking better than I remember seeing it live.
Yes, I agree.
Takedown attempt by Whittaker. Drives Adesanya against the cage. Some shots by Whittaker in close.
I feel like he held him here for a bit, but landed some shots.
I think he still needs to land a little bit of something, man, because I think Adesanya may have landed the better strikes.
Mm-hmm.
Pressing. He's pressing against the cage. He's controlling against the cage. He's locking him in position here.
Nice knee. Another knee.
It seems like Whittaker, controlling positions, not doing a ton, but you think these knees score enough points to sway the round? Takedown attempt there by Whittaker. Adesanya stays upright.
Look at him. He's happy too. I could see this this sequence, the last 45 seconds of Robert holding him there, landing some strikes.
Yeah.
Okay. I see that one's a little bit tougher to score, but I think that last 45 seconds to 50 seconds could have stolen the round for him.
Yeah. Oh, it's so hard, bro. That fifth round, I'm having a very hard time scoring, man. I think Adesanya landed the better strikes. Can we pull up some stats, bro? I wanna pull up UFC
Yeah,
stats because I
go for it.
need to know. I need to know who landed more strikes in that fifth and final round. Because to me, it looked like Adesanya led the way by a bit, which goes against what everybody's thinking about this fight. They're seeing it a totally different way than I feel like right now we are. Per round stats. Round 5, it was Israel Adesanya, 13 of 22, Whittaker, 10 of 19. Punches to the head, it was 7 for Adesanya, 9 for Whittaker. Body strikes, 4 for Adesanya, 1 for Whittaker. I guess the distance strikes, Adesanya led the way. It's so interesting, man. This is tough, bro. This is very tough. This is a really hard final round to score. So Adesanya did slightly edge him with the significant strikes, 13-10. Is that enough though?
24-17 on total strikes. You got to take into consideration the minute and 40 seconds of control time. Landed a takedown as well from Whittaker.
Yeah.
Man,
he landed 1 takedown in the 5th round.
like
Control time,
speaking,
they have it at a
yeah.
minute 38 seconds. Just to note you this, bro. A minute 38 seconds of control time, they're saying.
See, optically speaking, I can see how that sways the judges, right? Because there wasn't anything significant in that round from Adesanya that was like, okay, he dropped him or he hit him to a point that it looked like Robert Whittaker was very compromised.
Right.
So I think the most significant thing during that round was the cage control, was the pushing him up against cage, landing some knees. You know, that looked like the most decisive part of the round.
Yeah, it's not like Adesanya really landed anything that made you say, "Oh wow," he landed a couple of strikes, but it wasn't anything crazy. This is tough, man. This is tough.
Boone saying, "Looks like Rob fifth to me." That's what a lot of. Let me update MMA decisions here again
find
and see
out
if there's
for us,
anything
bro.
else. 654 scorecard still. Yeah, round 5, 10-9 Whittaker, 95%.
Okay.
Round 4, Whittaker, 74%.
Okay.
And we gave that to Whittaker. Is that correct?
Our scorecard
Yeah.
right now, it's round 2 Whittaker, round 3 Adesanya, round 4 for Whittaker, and then you like 5 Whittaker. Would you say?
Yeah.
I feel like, and then round 1 is Adesanya. So on our scorecard right now, it's looking like we got Whittaker 48-47.
We might be called crazy for it, especially considering what my my Twitter poll is saying here right now as well. Let me pull it up and see what numbers we got on here based on 465 people. 75% of people believe Adesanya deserved that win.
Okay. But did they rewatch the fight?
They ain't rewatching it. They're just talking shit while they're watching.
Everybody's talking shit. You need to go back. If you guys are talking shit out there, get educated on it. Go back, rewatch it like me and Locke did. The first round is Adesanya, without a doubt. Easy. Watch 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, and get your scorecard. I'm very torn. I put a star next to this 5th round because I can see it going either way, bro. Look at this right here. Look at this scorecard, bro. I have Robert Whittaker winning, right? So Adesanya right now, bro, easy. Whittaker, check. 48-47, bro. 48-47. Robert Whittaker. Bro, that's what we just witnessed. That we rewatched the fight and we did witness that. Now, I can understand Adesanya 48-47. I cannot understand 49-46. That's an outlandish scorecard now.
No.
This is, to me, even Steven's fight. Robert Whittaker now, he's in the conversation again, especially after rewatching.
This is good for Robert from a glass half full perspective.
Yes.
Controversial decision. That's something that can bake into a possible third fight if Whittaker goes out there and actually, builds another 2 or 3 fight winning streak.
Yeah.
Then they can be like, okay, second fight was close. You know what I mean? It got closer.
Yeah.
Maybe the third one is all Whittaker needs to finally crack this code. But yeah, I like 48-47 Rob. I'm sure if people watch this on the flip side of the comment section, they'll be like, these guys are fucking blind. Again, we got booze colored glasses on right now, but I feel like we did a very good job in terms of trying to focus. You did the play-by-play very well in terms of not neglecting anything that either guy was throwing. I thought it was 48-47 Rob, man.
48-47 Rob.
DXJC saying, glad to see you guys are on the right side of history.
Yeah, we are. We are. Listen, bro, we're trying to be on the right side of history, man. Me and Locke have to give the what actually happened. If you're watching this on replay, I hope you are enjoying it. It's a long ass video, so luckily I'm throwing the timestamps in there. So if you're on replay, you're seeing them. If you're watching live, though, do us a favor and smash that like button. Show us some love. We just rewatched this fight. Essentially, we know the first round how it's going, so we just rewatched it. Now breaking it down, I feel like Robert Whittaker was robbed. I think that guess it's
let's back up a little bit.
Yes, right, take it back.
Yeah,
it was close.
Let's not say robbed. There's been much worse robberies in the past.
There has.
Close fight, because the thing is, we didn't see many flush shots land.
No,
only the flushest shot that we saw was round 1, where Israel put Whittaker on his butt. Outside of that, there were a couple great jabs that Robert Whittaker landed, but there's nothing that was fight changing in those rounds 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, there wasn't.
So
there wasn't.
Not a robbery. We can absolutely accept a 48-47 Izzy.
Yeah.
Like we said, round 5 was close. You could see an Izzy round 5. I could see an Izzy round 5.
Yeah.
But it was absolutely closer than the odds indicated. And that's kind of the justification I was kind of looking forward to. Even with the losing ticket on Robert Whittaker there, I feel justified taking the plus 225 shot on him.
I think it was a fantastic shot because he was in the fight. It could have gone either way, really. We won't call it a robbery. We'll call it a true could have gone either way type of fight, man. I totally get how Rob felt that he won now, especially after rewatching it. It's pretty fucking wild, man. These fights are razor thin. The commentary biases us towards one side so strongly.
It looks like Rohan saying that Chael and Anthony Smith also had it for Robert Whittaker. And DXJC saying, I just can't keep giving Izzy fights based on leg kicks when the guy's movement never becomes compromised. Yeah, he was able to compromise Paulo Costa's movement. So it obviously worked out there. And obviously he was able to finish it. So we didn't need the judges involved there. I thought he won the Vettori fight because I thought he was just touching him up a little bit more. And just to shout out to the poster to my left, Shogun Hua versus Lyoto Machida, UFC 104, I believe is the first time that they met. And that was a similar fight in the aspect of shots to the head versus leg kicks. And what are we scoring more? Shogun was landing way more leg kicks, and it seemed to be affecting Lyoto Machida. Lyoto Machida was landing some decent shots to the face. They ultimately ended up scoring for Lyoto Machida. And if I'm not mistaken, one of the judges actually came out and said, leg kicks don't score. I think that's absolute bullshit. I think that's absolute, a monstrosity to even say something like that. But I don't know.
It's interesting.
I'm okay with the 48-47 Izzy.
Yeah.
And I'm also okay with the 48-47 Rob.
Yeah, I agree. Now I got to shout out somebody for throwing some love. Thanks for the breakdown, guys. Love this type of content. Hey, well, I'm glad you enjoyed. It seems like a lot of people are enjoying, man. Me and Locke are just going collab to collab, with the fight card analysis on this one, man. So I appreciate you. Much love for the $10, Boone. You're fantastic. Thank you so much, man.
Hell yeah. Shout out, Boone.
Yeah, interesting fight, man. Interesting fight. It's very difficult, man. I'm torn, man. I could see Adesanya definitely getting the 5th. I could see it's fucking tough, bro. That 5th was close, leans either way. I'll be honest with you. I feel better about both scores. I think 49-46 is outlandish. But I'll tell you this. I think that the MMA decisions, having Rob so confidently in the 5, I started because I think it's like a fucking 10-10. That fight's a draw.
I could see a draw too.
Right?
Yeah, I mean,
we don't score draws, right? We don't score draws in MMA often, ever. We don't score draws. But that fight was actually a draw. Like, I'm gonna throw my honest opinion. That's an even fight. If you scored as a whole, okay, Adesanya had the biggest moment, the knockdown. Okay, give him the win. But that's not how MMA is scored in the States. I think that final round's realistically a 10-10. You just can't score it like that. No judges are giving 10-10 rounds, but like takedown, little bit of shot advantage striking wise for Adesanya, 13-10. Bro, that's even Stevens. That's anyone's fight.
I think more people would be down to see the trilogy fight, even though it's 2-0. You know what I mean? I think people would be down for that. I think there's another one that we're getting soon, right? Volkanovski or Holloway supposed to be getting a third one. Obviously, Chan Sung Jung stepping in now too, but they could sell a third fight between these two. It was a lot closer than people expected. I'd love to see what the odds would be this time around if they were to run it back again. somebody commented on one of my tweets saying he looked minus 400. I disagree, and that's my guy Andrew Gombis. I honestly really respect what he's doing and his takes and all that. So for him to say that Adesanya looked minus 400 there, I don't know. Maybe he needs to rewatch the fight as well. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's
I could
crazy.
see 48-47 Whittaker, 48-47 Adesanya. I don't want to call robbery.
No,
Close fucking fight.
we'll
Well,
call
that's
it.
what you get. That's
We'll
what you get.
call it a an underground draw. That's what I'll call it. Underground draw. Now the question is, what's next? What's next?
I think we kind of talked about it, right? You give
Yeah,
Cannonier Adesanya,
yeah,
right?
for
That's
sure.
the fight. That's the next title fight. Adesanya is even calling for a June, which is
Yeah,
4 months away, not even 4 months away.
yeah.
With Whittaker, uh, give him Strickland, give him Vittori. I know we
Yeah.
talked about putting Vittori and Strickland together. I could absolutely see that. But yeah, Whittaker, Vittori, Strickland, like those are the guys kind of lingering in that top five that you
Costa
could give
even.
either of these guys. Costa, yeah, if Costa wants to do the Whittaker fight, I think those guys
Yeah.
were scheduled to fight each other at one point. I'd be fine with that. I think Paulo
Yeah.
would be fine with that as well, because
Yeah.
that's another way for him to get to a title shot.
If he beats
Um,
Robert Whittaker impressively, he's in the mix.
Go for it.
But
Yeah, exactly.
I 100% think so.
Yeah,
But
look
I
at
don't know if he would. I don't know if
yeah.
he would though.
So top seven, those are the main guys that we're looking at right now.
Yeah.
Number 7, Jack Hermanson just lost to Sean Strickland, who's number 6. Number 5, Paulo Costa, who lost to Marvin Vittori. Number 4, Derek Brunson just lost to Jared Cannonier. More than likely, Brunson's just going to get a one-off fight just so that he can sell off into the sunset. Jared Cannonier gets the title shot. Marvin Vittori is the only one that remains. So give me some sort of concoction between Robert Whittaker, Marvin Vittori, Paulo Costa, and Sean Strickland, and we should be able to find out a number 1 contender after that, after
Yeah.
Cannonier gets his crack as well.
I agree. I think you know what? If I'm gonna jump out and say Rob wants to be right near the top, I'd give him the Vittori fight. Like the only thing is, let's say Vittori beats him. The Vittori rematch doesn't sell for a third fight. A trilogy with Vittori Adesanya does not sell at all. Whittaker versus Adesanya 3 does sell, I think, more so. So I think that's why I lean the Costa route. Vittori Strickland. Boom. That's it. That's matchmaking. Why are we not hired? UFC, give us a call. We'll take over.
Exactly. Ring the bell, baby. Ring the
Ring the
bell. Let's
bell.
fucking go. I love it.
Dude, overall, man, it was a blast doing the Fight Companion with you and
yeah,
this
bro.
post-fight show. And it was popping too, man. We had a lot of people up in here. We got a lot of views. Guys, if you are enjoying, make sure you smash that like button. Show us some love. If you don't follow Locke, do him a favor. Give him a subscription, man. He's got great content. He's a guy really supporting the industry, bro. He's got big things on the way. Much love, my brother. Much love.
Bro, I loved it. I can't believe I've been sitting in this chair for almost 6 hours with you as well now. So it's been legit, man. I've truly enjoyed it. I'm always down to come on as long as I'm not, trying to have a social life. But down to come on, do these fight companions more often with you. I'm totally down for that. And then maybe even a quick recap show afterwards. Seems like the people dig it. I'd be down to do it. I just don't know if I can commit to every single fucking weekend, but whenever I can, I'm down to hop on with you, my man.
Whenever we can do it, I would gladly have you on it, man. So thank you, brother. Thank you. Guys, much love. You have any final shouts you want to do, Locke? Anything you want to say before I send off?
Not really. The only thing I want to continue to plug no matter where I go is the Coach's Main Event Marathon. I love that fucking show. I'm kind of bummed it didn't hit the 2K views mark for the first episode, but again, it was only the first episode. It should continue to grow from that. Again, Main Event Coach's Marathon is pretty much me and the top 6 coaches in the MMA world right now, breaking down the pay-per-view main card coming up. So this past week I had Eric Nixick from Extreme Couture, Mark Montoya from Factory X, and Santiago DeFranco from Fight Ready. They helped me break down Israel Adesanya versus Robert Whittaker, which they did a pretty good damn job of doing. They all picked Adesanya and they won. And then at the end of it, I give them $100 to work with to bet on one main card fighter of their choosing. And this is going to be a whole year-long thing. At the end of the year, we get to see who comes out on top. I also have the other 3 coaches, Tyson Chartier from New England Cartel, James Krause from Glory MMA and Fitness, and Cody Donovan from Team Elevation. Those guys are going to be coming on the other months, so they'll actually be doing UFC 272, and they give me their picks as well. I'm going to update the standings after I hop off of here and put it up on social media, but that's once a month. That is monthly, Tuesday of pay-per-view fight weeks. I'm going to be dropping those, so make sure you guys check out the Coaches Main Event Marathon. One of my favorite shows I've ever done. Shout out to those coaches for doing it, and if you guys haven't checked it already, please do, and I'm sure that show is going to blow up in no time.
Absolutely. I can't wait for it. Guys, much love. Thank you all so much for tuning in to our post-fight show. It's UFC 271, Adesanya versus Whittaker 2. What actually happened? I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace, and smash those damn likes, baby.